What's up, Bean Apple fans? It is NFL free agent time. What we've been waiting for. Signings, not exactly what we've been waiting for. Potentially one of us, but I could speak for myself and Jim when I say not an exciting start to a free agent frenzy. So with that, though, we're still going to break it down. I know there's going to be some breaking news as we're discussing this. That's got to come. The Jets got too much money to just be sitting on it for a shitty linebacker. So with that, John, we're gonna have a lot. We're gonna have a lot for John to talk about, obviously. But obviously, back again, John and Jim, back to discuss all the free agent signings. Patriots have a little bit to talk about. Some really shocking ones. A big loss for the Patriots. A lot of money being handed out so far. So let's break it down. You guys ready to talk about some new players?
Absolutely, Jim.
I
let's talk about your new players.
Well, I mean, I got a call into MetLife, and I left a message letting them know, "Hey, you can start whenever you're ready. Right? We can get going now." I don't. Maybe they missed the memo, but I told them. So
they didn't get the early negotiating period. They think they have to wait till the 17th.
I don't know. I mean, I know everything's hinging on one guy right now, but yeah, John's the one that has all the news. So yeah, let's.
I can't believe this. The Patriots. This is uncharted territory right here, right? I mean,
Finally. So at work this morning, I felt like a kid on Christmas Eve when you wake up at like 3 a.m. and you have to wait like 9 more hours for your parents to get up for the day to start. So that's how I felt. I'm sitting at work. I'm like, you know what? Noon comes. Is this going to be the same thing it's been year after year, the same way the Patriots do it year after year, where they wait till the very end and they get like, you know, the Denver Bronco fourth string linebacker, you know, for $3 million for 4 years. Oh, a great value. No, he sucked. You know what I mean?
Typical Patriots.
Right. But I'll tell you what, as I started watching this, I mean, the excitement right now for me is huge.
Yeah.
I can't remember who I was talking to about the tight end. It may have been my son. And I was commenting on the tight end we signed, of course, Mr. Smith. I was mentioning that out of his, like, I want to say he had 44 receptions last year. 35 of them were for first downs. That's 35 more first downs he caught than all of our tight ends combined last year. Okay.
Hey, that's an upgrade, right?
I mean, what's not to be excited about there?
Now, you can't find a better stat than that right there.
You can't. That's really right. I mean, $12 million a year, making the number 3. He is going to increase our productivity in tight end first down receptions by 350 million%. It's not even true, but that's how I'm showing.
Right. It's probably close to that.
Statistics. Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate.
It is. So, I mean, I was pumped at that. I mean, who's better, him or Hunter Henry? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't scout the two. I like the build of Smith. I'm not going to lie. I liked him from the beginning. I wanted him and Samuel from the beginning. So let's hope that we can still kind of sway Samuel to come to New England and play with Cam again. One thing about Smith, what do you have? 9 touchdowns. They were all in the red zone last year. Every single touchdown was in the red zone. Again, another huge stat. So he's a big play guy when it counts. I mean, the Patriots have got a lot out of tight ends when they've had decent ones.
The only bad thing with this, though, the risk is it's a lot of money for a guy who's got 1 year of production.
I agree. Huge risk.
Is it a Tannehill effect to where like it looked good and it's not that good, or was this, was he hiding behind Delaney Walker for the last 3 years and nobody knew about? Like he was actually a pretty good tight end, or
when he finally got the chance to be the number 1 tight end, he had 9 touchdowns. That's how I look at it. Tennessee, yes, always through the Delaney Walker. That's fine. But I'll tell you what. Wait a minute. Aguilar. Oh, I guess we signed someone.
Oh, did that just happen? I
didn't see it. But
our boy.
I'm not too sure, Alex. Either or will be better than any wide receiver except for Julian Edelman on our team. So I'm guessing Nelson from the Raiders because he was a free agent. The other kids don't need a second year.
Same guy.
No, it's the same Aguilar. He's saying, are you getting the Eagles version that sucked, or the Raiders version?
Couldn't catch the ball, or the guy that caught it sometimes.
Well,
and did you see our breaking news? Our boy Yannick Ngakoue just
Went to
signed
the
with the
Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, wow.
Big move for the Raiders there, and the Jets just continue to sit firmly on their thumbs.
Mhm.
I don't. Maybe is Joe Douglas and
Mhm.
and Joe Judge there just thinking they're just collecting interest on this money that they don't want to spend it?
Maybe. You know, like when you're young and you're sitting at the bar and you wait till the end of the night and see who's left. Maybe that's what
Right.
they're doing.
Yeah, somebody cute will be left. No,
Of
no,
course they will.
You don't look too
No.
bad. Come on, let's go.
right? No, they're gone. They're gone at midnight. Anyway, go ahead. So
No, so I think they're signing him because he's 25 years old. I mean, he's getting progressively better every year. When he finally got the chance to really start, he produced. Now, he didn't have a whole lot of receptions. He didn't. I think he had 44, 45, had 480 yards, 9 touchdowns. Okay. But again, 85% of his receptions were for first down. So he knows how to make the plays. I want to say he had like 63 targets. So somewhere around there was about 18, 19 either dropped or bad throws. I don't know. I don't know who to put that on, Tannehill or him. And to be quite honest, I don't care. I think it's going to be I think we got either the best or second best tight end available in the NFL coming out of free agency. So so I'm happy with that. And the Patriots need a tight end. Now, does this mean they're going to not go after Pitts? I don't know. I don't think Pitts will be there at 15 anyways.
my God, me and you we are on the same page because I was literally waiting for a break to ask you, does this take Pitts out of the running at 15 or trading up to get him, which was also talked about?
So it's funny you say that. And I was just telling my son this downstairs. So the Patriots had a need for a pass rusher. We got him with the linebacker from Denver, Baltimore. We got the nose tackle from Miami. I'm not too familiar with him, but I'm going to read up on him. We got Jalen Mills. We got a hybrid defensive back who can play corner and safety. So if J.C. Jackson does go, but we trade away Gilmore, we have somebody that can probably step in. Plus, our safeties are aging. I didn't realize Chung was like 33. The McCourties are 33 or 34. Now, we do have Duggar, who we drafted in the first round last year, free safety. So we added a little bit of youth. He's 26, so I like it. So we're addressing needs. Still haven't addressed the wide receiver yet, but I multiple reports that the Patriots are talking to plenty of wide receivers. Do I think we're getting Kenny Golladay? No, I don't think so. Brady is probably
too much money's been spent already.
Money. So I don't even know if we can afford Samuel out of Carolina because, again, with the wide receivers that are out there, I mean, he's probably top 3 in the free agent class. So he's going to cost a lot. But I don't think anybody's getting signed until Golladay gets signed anyways, because right now he's the number 1 receiver. So we know how that works. The prime guy is going to dictate the rest of the receivers. So, so we're addressing needs. Now, do we trade up? That's what I think we're going to do. I think we're going to either trade up to maybe get a quarterback. I don't know. I don't think we can go that high with what we have, but I think we're going to trade up to get one of the top 4 to 6 receivers, or we could probably stand pat and get that kid from Minnesota, to be quite honest with you. Rashid, I can't remember his last name.
Oh, Rashad Bateman?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think at 15 we could probably get him if we wanted.
Oh, yeah, he'll be there.
But does Bill want Pitts? I mean, look what we did with Gronk and Hernandez.
Dude, could you imagine? Oh my God, Pitts and Smith. Ooh.
And Pitts, you could almost call him a wide receiver, to be quite honest. You can almost call Pitts a wide receiver, so I'd fill that need.
But see, the bad thing now is, how do you justify drafting 3 tight ends in the last 2 years? I mean, that's significant.
So
significant.
Okay, we all need special teams players. We also and not to joke about it, but we signed that guy, Justin Bethel, who we've had forever. He's listed as a cornerback. He's a special teams guy, number 1 rated special teams guy last year in the NFL. Believe it or not, he was the number 1. Bill loves building that. You're going to see these guys on the special teams running in the middle, being the goons, like we used to call it in hockey, the goon squad out there. That's what I see these 2. Or the tight end's okay. They just need about 3 years of development. I mean, it took Smith a while to break into. So how do you justify 2 tight ends in the same round last year? That absolutely sucked. You say, I drafted 2 tight ends in the same round last year that absolutely sucked. Is how you do it. You just move on. You know,
that hurts though, because that was premium pick still.
We also picked a punter in the 5th round, Joe, that didn't make the team, or a kicker that didn't make the team.
Right. So you're looking at potentially an entire year's draft that's kind of down the toilet at that point.
Minus we got to start in free. Right. We got to start in safety, and a 7th round offensive lineman turned into a starting O lineman last year. So you got to take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? Did we miss on a lot last year? Absolutely. But we also hit on Duggar, which he's from like a Division IV school, and the kid's amazing back there. He's another hybrid player, and that's why I think we took Jalen Mills. We signed Jalen Mills.
So answering Johnny Muck's question up there, what are you thinking there? What's the grade right now for Bill Belichick's signings? What are you giving it?
So I'm gonna say because dress a pass rusher. I think I think probably one of the best pass rushers, free agents. One of them. I mean, we can say Clowney, we can say all that. I get it. I mean, this guy from Baltimore, I mean, averaged 9 sacks every year. And with Hightower coming, love them too. Absolutely love them too. With his face, the 2 guys from Michigan back there, Uch and the Golden Locks kid there, Chase Winovich, who actually lives in Portsmouth. It's pretty fun. But anyway,
does it really? You
I
have to be a professional football player to live in Portsmouth. It's the only way you could afford it.
No Portsmouth, and he tweets all the time downtown. He absolutely loves it there, so it's pretty cool. But anyways, I'll say a solid B right now. And I'm only going to say a solid B because we haven't addressed the wide receiver yet. I don't think we can rely on that in the draft. But I don't see us getting a Golladay. Samuel may be tough too because of the money. I see God, I'd love to see Fuller, but I don't think we're going to see him either. Who knows? We may be able to because of the testing, but that's not going to deter any team from signing that guy, including Houston, I think. So. We're probably looking at like a T.Y. Hilton and Emmanuel Sanders, which I'd be okay with. Because if Jules comes back and he's healthy, we get a tight end that can catch the ball. Jacoby Myers played well in his first time being a starting wide receiver last year. And then you put in like an Emmanuel Sanders. We still don't have that breakaway number 1. But Patriots fans aren't used to that anyways. You know
I thought I saw Sanders was going back to San Francisco. Did he?
I didn't see that yet. No.
I don't know. So more breaking news. The Rams are giving Leonard Floyd a 4-year, $64 million deal. Career high 10.5 sacks in 2020. The Rams, our favorite. Open the checkbook and sign whoever you want team. I don't understand how football's doing this.
I don't either.
And again, Jets.
Nothing.
It might be 2 thumbs now, firmly sat upon. It's ridiculous. Like what? And let's breaking away from the Patriots for a second. How did the Chiefs afford to sign Joe Thuney to that $80 million deal? A team that was already over the cap significantly.
Mahomes restructured, right?
Yes. Mahomes had to have restructured.
But they paid a premium. Yeah,
Carlos, all these teams that we never have any money. They never have any money.
All these teams that we were talking about that were going to be cutting people and likely sitting out of this, free agent, not signing big guys, but trying to piece a team together, is spending money.
Right.
I can't grasp what is going on here. And then you got these teams. Yeah, the Patriots are going big. I haven't seen any big moves from Jacksonville. The Jets aren't doing anything. I can't make any sense of this at all. I thought the top of the market would be grabbing the players they want because nobody can compete. And these teams that had no money are somehow forking out top dollars for guards. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
I know.
How are they justifying it when the cap is dropping? I can't understand it at all.
I don't know.
No, I want to see something happen here in the Meadowlands pretty soon, though. I mean, they're going to have to make. I think everything for the Giants is hinging on Leonard Williams, right? They're trying and structure some kind of deal so that they know where they're going, because everything's going to hinge on whether or not they're able to get him back on the field or not. And then they'll decide where they go elsewhere, where they go after that, as far as the draft, or whether it is Galladay or another free agent. So. But
well,
I was hoping to see something by now.
He's tagged,
yeah,
right?
No, yes, he's tagged.
Right.
But they're looking to work out a deal with him, right?
Yeah. But I mean, this is something to where it should have been done before today, because you need to know when the gates open, it's hot. Like this is everything's crazy.
Pass, man. What is happening? What's happening in Foxborough there?
I don't know.
Let me see what's going on here.
Yeah, more breaking news.
Wait. First of all, did you guys make that bet about who's gonna be higher in the standings?
Unfortunately,
is that bet still in place?
We did. Joe, I may even let you.
3 years, 22 million.
I may even let you. Actually, no, I'm not letting you out of that bet. That's for sure.
It's okay.
I go back to the tape and watch the.
I don't
what that was about.
Oh no, I wrote it down. Don't worry. No,
that tape. I don't know. That episode got deleted. I don't know what happened.
So hold on. The Patriots did sign Nelson Aguilar. That's what he was talking about.
Okay.
And so that
Bourne. Are they out of money? Are they out of money now?
Oh boy,
they're out of money.
2-year, $26 million with Aguilar. That's what he was talking about.
Where are you tracking?
I just pulled up on the TV show that Chris Berman used to work on.
On the ESPN?
That one just came out. Yeah, I don't see the Bourne one yet, though.
No, me neither. No.
Oh, Nelson Aguilar. Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, they paid him 2 years, $26 million. So that wow. So holiday work $1 million a year. Years 22. Nelson and Bourne. Okay, so now
there's your wide receivers.
I'm going to change the grade. Now again, I don't think either of these guys. I'm not going to put them up there with Rappaport hadn't. Oh, okay, Ian Rappaport. Yeah, I follow him on Facebook. But I would say with the address of Nelson and Bourne. Heard there was a Kareem. Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark. The Pats are coming after you. Okay. They've already jumped Miami. They jumped Miami before Nelson and Bourne. That was going to be one of my predictions as well.
So also breaking as we speak, Rob Gronkowski back to the Buccaneers. 1 year, $10 million. I don't know how it's happening. I don't know how this is happening. They're just signing everybody. What are they taking out a loan against the? Can you take out a loan against the salary cap? What is?
Against the future. They're playing a future money.
God.
So Joe, I went to.
It's got to be Bitcoin.
Good luck. We don't need luck, Mark. We're coming after Buffalo. Don't worry.
No doubt. No doubt.
We're coming after Buffalo. I'm telling you, we're coming
no quarterback in New England.
We won 7 games with Jacoby Myers last year. We're going to win at least 10 next year, but we'll talk about after all the smoke is cleared what my prediction is.
Because you're excited. You're so excited about Nelson Aguilar and Kendrick Bourne, and they suck.
Look,
they
they're
suck.
Wide receivers.
But you could get your son to go out and play wide receiver.
They're not number ones. They're not.
You still don't have a number one.
Well, they can't run more than 11 yards because Cam won't be able to reach there.
Exactly. So
nobody go deep. Nobody go deep. Everybody do the button hook.
That's Aguilar's special.
So what I will say, Joe, is remember last year I'm going to drink PBR during our casts and stuff like that. So I went to Vermont this weekend, and I'm in such a good mood. I had to crack one of these, Joe.
Heady Topper, what?
You son of a bitch.
Now, Jim, I don't know if you've ever heard of Heady Topper before, but this is
I never tasted it.
this is like the king of kind of IPAs, kind of what started it.
It's the king of craft beers. It's the only beer to get a 100 on beeradvocates.com in the world. Like they rate beers across the world.
Let me see. What does that look like? Okay.
It's so good.
Joe, this is even an Alchemist cup, and it tells you to drink from the can, but I'm going to use the cup tonight. I'm going to use the cup.
What you're telling me...
Do you like apples?
Yeah.
How do you like them apples?
That's what you're telling me right now, right?
Yes.
I hate you.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. This is a good day. So now I'm still going to keep it as a B because they don't have a number one, a true number one. They're going to have a bunch of hybrid offensive players, similar to what they had when Brady was there, except when Moss played.
Yep.
And that's how the offense has been ran for a while. So, I mean, Galladay must be wanting. And honestly, Joe, would you want the Jets to pay Galladay $19 million a year for 5 years, 4 years? Honestly,
they need it. I would say yes. I mean, they got the money; they're not spending it. For Galladay, I would. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you're paying Aguilar 12, right, or 11.
11.
Yeah, Kenny Galladay is worth $8 million more a year.
I'm not saying he's not worth it. I'm just saying at this point of the Jets building.
Oh yeah, I think they have to. I think they have to because if they draft, which I'm convinced they're going to take Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Right. So if they draft Zach Wilson, you've got to give him a weapon. Like we've seen what's happened to Sam with piecemeal wide receivers put in there. Like you've got to give him a legit number one. It's got to be. I like Curtis Samuel, and I think he's going to be overpaid because I think a lot of teams are in on him, and I think he's going to be overpaid. So if you're going to overpay to get Curtis Samuel, why not pay up a little bit more and get a Juju or a Kenny Galladay? I would rather have the two of them if I could, because I bet you when it's said and done, Curtis Samuel will probably be making $4 million yet less a year than those two will. Because I think teams are on him and they're going to overpay for him. So,
well, and there's not that many top tier wide receivers once Robinson got
right.
Robinson and Godwin both got franchised.
Yeah. So why not?
So the money, but I'm just wondering. I mean, I'm guessing in the 20s for Galladay and Juju.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to see 20.
Samuel's probably 18 or 17. I'm guessing.
Right. But you need it.
I would too, Carlos. I would too.
Yeah. All day. Galladay's upside.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know about Smith as a number one. I mean, he had great numbers when what's his face was there, Brown. He really did.
Yeah.
And he didn't have so great a numbers last year. He had good numbers. You know what I mean?
He still came, I think, 900? Was it 900 yards? Something like that?
But I would take Galladay over Smith any day. If I had to pay $22 million, I'm taking Galladay. I'm taking Galladay all day long.
Right. I mean, he was 11 touchdowns 2 years ago, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons before he got hurt last year. So, I mean, huge. The upside is substantial, and he's so good. And if you throw a rookie quarterback back there, and you've got him to throw to, you got Crowder across the middle, and you got Mims, who has shown flashes of being something. I'd say now you're in a pretty good spot, especially if you do my plan and you draft Harris at pick number 23. Now you got an awesome running back. You've got Kenny Galladay on the outside, Crowder in the slot, Mims on the outside, and Zach Wilson at quarterback. Things are looking pretty good. Then the Patriots bet's not so scary anymore. Right? I mean, I'm upset because I really wanted I wanted the Jets to address the offensive line in free agency and not have to worry about it in the draft. So having Corey Lindsey go to Alex's team there in the Chargers and Joe Thuney going to the Chiefs, that's two big hits. I mean, those are some key offensive linemen, and I'm sure Alex is over the moon that he's got an offensive line, a Pro Bowl center now, snapping the ball to Justin Herbert down there. That's a nice move. Very nice move by the Chargers. That's going to help them out substantially, but I really wanted that to be in New York. I'm surprised. Like I've been saying since the beginning of the show, I don't know what New York is doing. They're just letting all of these guys go off the shelf. I don't know. Maybe that nobody wants to come to New York because
They're
of
doing
the
nothing.
turmoil, but
Doing.
like you'd think you'd be able to convince somebody with all this money.
So, and this kind of leads me, Joe, to my next statement of when we were talking about the Patriots have a lot of money, the Jets have a lot of money, the Jags have a lot of money, and that we were going to have to overpay for players to go there. This is why the Patriots are having to pay a tight end with not top 3 tight end numbers, top 3 tight end money.
Yeah.
Nelson Aguilar, $11 million. Probably 1 year guaranteed because we need a wide receiver. Probably because Kenny Golladay said, New England, you're going to have to pay me $25 million.
Yeah.
Seriously. Maybe the same thing with the Jets, because right now the Jets quarterback is Sam Darnold.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what is going to entice a wide receiver to go to the Jets? I mean, because but are the Jets going to pay $25 million? No, they're not going to pay $25 million. So at least Jacksonville, everybody kind of knows that they're getting Trevor Lawrence. That's a given. But boy, you're still going to have to pay Kenny Golladay a lot of money to go to Jacksonville because it's going to take a couple years. But the Jets right now are in such limbo. That's why I'm kind of glad the Pats, and I wasn't on last sign Cam the way they did. I mean, let's go crazy. Hold on. Pump the it's like $3 million. It's like $2 million signing bonus, and if he makes the roster, it's another $1.5 million, and that's like a $2 million if he's on the open. So theoretically, it's a $5 million contract to start out with, and if he starts and hits all those escalators, so I'm okay with that. It's an insurance policy. It truly is. It's an insurance policy. So I'm fine with that, and then it tells players that may like Cam, maybe they want to play with Cam. Hey, you know what? I'll go to New England. That's why I thought Curtis Samuel was going to be on the Pats. I truly did. I was hoping that he wanted to go play with Cam again. But maybe they went to Samuel and said, hey, you want to come back or do you want to come back and play with Cam? Man, to go to New England? I want $18 million. Hold on. I can't pay you 18 when I can get 2 wide receivers for $18 million with Bourne and Aguilar. Now, are they better than Samuel? I don't know. Samuel's had one good year. I mean, he really has. He's had a really good year last year and a couple decent years leading up. So again, you're also taking a chance with Samuel, but again, he falls in the top 3 because of the 2 that already got franchised. So Joe, we're just teams, and Jim, you guys don't have a whole lot of money to play with anyways. You know what I mean? So it's not like you guys were going to break the bank.
No.
But Joe,
everybody else is.
Yeah,
everybody else's bank is broken when they started, and they're still doing stuff.
So
come on.
So I'm curious what the Jets are going to do, or do they have a couple placeholders in, and then, or wait for other people to get cut, because not all the teams are under 182.5 million. They still got to cut players. There's just a lot of people.
Alex brings up a great point there, because I was watching like all these little deals going to the Texans left and right. And it's like the Texans are in, I would argue, more disarray than the Jets. Yeah. They are probably in the worst situation out of everybody, because you don't even know who the quarterback's going to be, or
look
the coach and everything's
signing 1 year, $2 million contract.
But people are going there right out the gate. They're not even giving the market time to develop.
Well, let's think about it. Deshaun Watson's there. If you're a third
maybe
today,
right. But as of right now, he's there. So if I'm a number 3 in Cincinnati, or bad example. If I'm a number 3 in Detroit, where would you rather be? I'd rather be a number 3 in Houston. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but not if who's their quarterback? Savage? If Watson's gone, if he's true to his word that he is not taking another snap in Houston, and you go there as the number 3 wide receiver, and now you don't have Jared Goff throwing to you anymore. You've got, I think Savage is the backup still, right? Like, I don't even know, but
I don't believe he's going to play. I don't think this is some kind of publicity thing. I think he's not playing. He's not going to start.
I mean,
how do you
really? do you really not take that money though, Jim? I mean, seriously,
I don't know. I mean,
really
I don't
not?
know. I don't know what happens behind closed doors there, but I mean, once you
Right.
come out and say it, just like Russell Wilson, once you're saying, I'm not playing, I don't want to be here, how do your teammates feel about you now? Right?
Right.
And they're like, hey, man, it's one thing to say it in the locker room, but once you broadcast it, now it's out. It's out there. Right? And there's probably guys on the team that are like, let him go. I don't want to play with him then if you don't want to be here. And then you have an internal issue
Right.
there. And
Yeah,
I mean,
and think about if you're a player on that team and Deshaun Watson saying, I was supposed to be involved with hiring the coach, now I want out. Like, well, who are
yeah,
you?
who are
like,
you?
I play on this team too. Why don't
Right.
you don't see me jumping up and down that I want to say in who my coach is.
Well,
like,
they
so now
also
you've put
promised
yourself,
They would do that though. They also promised that they
Right.
kind of dug that.
and
hole.
that's got to cause a lot of internal strife. Because if it was me and I'm JJ Watt, for example, and I'm like, well, wait a second, I'm pretty damn good too. Like, why don't you care about what I have to say? Or Will Fuller or DeAndre Hopkins when he was there, like they weren't.
Right.
Who do you cater to? Like,
Mhm.
and yes, John, I completely agree with you. You shouldn't be telling the quarterback he has a say in who the coach is going to be. Like, that's my
No.
job.
That's
This I'm going to put this team in the best position to win, and I'm not going to put you in a position to fail. So trust me to do my job. But to
Yep.
open that door to begin with,
No.
that's a Pandora's box you don't
Right.
even want to mess with. But
It's one thing
And
to
that's
talk
what
about
they
a
did with
player.
Wilson. Yeah,
right,
I mean,
It's
that's
one thing to
right.
talk
They
about
did
a
with
player. Right. You can't do that for a coach.
but they can't trade Wilson. So to Carlos, they cannot trade Wilson because it's like $40 million against that cap. Watson wouldn't be that bad of a cap hit, but
Right.
Wilson and Seattle doesn't have a bad team. So
No.
when Wilson came out and said, I'm getting sacked too much, he basically said, I hate my offensive line, which is pretty messed up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yes. But they can't trade Wilson. I mean, honestly, if I was the Houston Texans, I'm not trading Watson. There's no way I'm giving him up unless
no.
the Jets come knocking. And I'm going to say the Jets or Jacksonville. Jacksonville, I don't think would. Unless the Jets came knocking and they
Right.
gave up this year's 2 number ones. You give me Sam Darnold. You give me your next year number 1. And I want next year's number 2. Do the Jets do that? I mean,
Too rich. It's too rich.
The more I think about it, Joe, and before I said I would do this, I don't know if I would, but the fact of the matter is, with with $89 million that they have, you could put pieces around them and be an instant decent team.
Yeah.
You just
you could have. I don't know about
Right.
now. Like,
Well,
we're just watching players fly off the
still
shelf.
a lot of talent
No, you
out
can
there.
still
but
you can still do it.
still
You can still do
tons
it.
of
We were
talent.
talking about this at work today. I still think, right. I mean, he's a proven commodity. Why wouldn't you package Darnold and some picks and he wants to leave Texas, bring him in and build a team around him. I mean,
He's
you know,
gonna be on
it's
New
great
England.
to say,
Patriots are
huh?
trading for him. Watson on the Patriots.
The
I don't think
problem, I guess you could get creative with the salary cap, but this year he's not. It's what, 10 mil, right? But then it jumps to like 37 and 34 million the next 2 years. So if you're buying players now, you've got to front load the hell out of all of those contracts just to offset all of that, and that's hard to do to make that balance. And now you're not supplementing any rookie
Think about what
contracts.
Tampa's doing. Tampa's taking all that guaranteed money, putting it into a signing bonus, and stretching it out over 5 years. You
Yeah.
can make Deshaun Watson's cap hit under $10 million if you really want to. Now, the
Yeah, but
last year of his
that's
contract's
dead.
going to be, but it won't be. But it won't be. That's what I mean. That's how all these are getting under. I've been reading about this because I never heard about this. I didn't know you could take like years of a contract, flip it into a signing bonus, and part that money like between 4 or 5 years. That's what they do at
Yeah.
Brady, and that's all. Who else did they just do that with too? Where they saved like another $14 million.
No, but that's your dead cap hit.
Carolina, they did it with McCaffrey, right? But it's not a dead cap hit until like the 4th or 5th year. That's what I'm
Well,
getting.
if you
That's why
cut
they
the
got all
player,
this money.
you still have to cover that signing bonus. Like, that money doesn't go
Of
away.
course you do.
Like you
Of
said,
course.
it gets stretched out. So if you cut that player in year 4, now you've got all of that money that's dead cap. That's why Russell Wilson is so much, because his signing bonus was huge,
Right. It was
and you still
70
got to pay
million
that.
or
Right.
Yeah,
So now
totally
you've got
agree.
that $40 million dead cap, which you're not going to cut Russell Wilson.
No.
So that makes sense.
And you're not
in
going to
that
trade him
aspect.
because now you get stuck with that cap hit too. But
Right. So you're locking yourself into that player for basically the duration of that contract in that case.
Yeah,
But
you
yes,
have.
for the instance like Tampa, that's a very smart move because you're in the window. So
Yes.
even if the next 3 years you win 2 Super Bowls and then your team has to be completely dismantled and you're the laughing stock of the NFL, you've won 3 Super Bowls in a 4 or 5 year time period, it's worth it, right?
Absolutely.
Like, so yeah, I get it with that, but with the Jets, there's just so much that they need, and you give up 3 first-round draft picks, a second-round draft pick, that, and then you're giving them a starting quarterback anyway. So that's huge. It's if it could be Sam Darnold, both first this year, and maybe a second next year, and then maybe get like a third back. Absolutely. Here's a starting quarterback, 2 first-round draft picks, a second-round draft pick, and then
See, that won't get it done though. There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
it depends on how dead set he is on leaving though, or not playing. That's the other driving factor.
Someone's going to give up 3 first-round picks. Someone will. Somebody will.
Yeah, most likely.
San Francisco would. San Francisco would give up probably 3 first-rounders and Jimmy G. You know what I mean?
But do you want 3 first-rounders in the high 20s, or do you want this year's first and next year's first on a Jets team that's still building? Because those 2 first-round draft picks are going to be, obviously you get in the number 2 right off the gate, as opposed to San Francisco's 11, I think it is.
Right.
So that's a significant decrease in talent alone. Plus you get 23 this year. And then next year, are the Jets going to be that much better with Deshaun Watson? They'll probably still be picking in the teens because there's a lot of work to do. So those 2 picks are probably going to be higher than what you're going to get. If Deshaun Watson goes to San Francisco, they're in the playoffs, deep in the playoffs every year, most likely.
Agreed.
So you're probably getting the 28th, 29th, 30th pick every year, as opposed to getting a high teens and a number 2 pick this year from the Jets. I mean, that's a good selling factor for me.
But that's why I think that's why I think the Jets would have to give up their number 1 next year. They would have to give up 3 number 1s. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I don't think the Jets would get away, because you're basically swapping quarterbacks like we talked before. Then you're getting a 20s. Then you figure the Jets should be in the top 7 next year, right?
Well, if you're throwing Sam Darnold in there as well, they're getting a quarterback, a number 2.
You have
the number 2, the number 23, and then a high pick next year as well. I mean, that's
like throwing in Mitch Trubisky. It doesn't matter. That's a placeholder. That's all that is.
Yeah, but
because
you're
not getting a
flip
good
that
quarterback. Yeah, but for what, a 4th? I mean, you're not going to get but a 4th. Because trust me, if the Jets could get a second rounder, he'd already be gone.
He would be
Let's
gone.
face it. He would be gone.
And I think after free agency, you're going to I think he's going to be gone anyway.
I think so too.
I think teams are going to kind of have things in place, and then they're going to look at, okay, yeah, we need a quarterback, and then that's going to fire back up again. All the quarterback controversy stuff is going to come back to life. But man, it's such a hard decision, because that's so much future that you're leveraging. And I'm not saying Deshaun Watson's not worth that leverage, but if you have to buy a team, it's a tough balance, right? Because the Jets are not in the Super Bowl contention realm like the 49ers would be. Like the 49ers, give up 3 first-round draft picks because they suck. They're terrible picks for the next 3 years if Deshaun Watson's your quarterback. But I don't know.
The question is, as it always is, how are the Jets going to screw it up?
Well, they already are.
That's the question. I mean,
how
are
think
they going to?
are.
Every year it's the same. This year maybe is different than others, right? Because they're locked into number 2. They have a ton of money. They have a ton of picks. It's like, man, don't screw it up this time. But again, right now they're doing nothing. They're sitting around waiting. Who knows? Are they going to trade down? They're going to stick with Donald. Are they going to go with Wilson or trade out with somebody else? It's like, right, they're probably, are they sitting at the desk now, like biting their fingernails, thinking, we can't mess this up. We can't mess it up. We gotta do something. Come on, pick up the phone.
But you gotta do something. Yeah,
do something.
I mean, throw some things out there and
make something exciting. Get the fans excited.
And that's how you do it. you're gonna have to overpay. So overpay for
Yes,
Kenny
do
Galladay.
something,
Yeah.
right?
Right? I mean, we've already established that well in advance. Like the Jets are going to have to overpay to bring free agents in. So bring in a boom. Get other free agents excited. Like, okay, they're going Kenny Galladay. They're probably going with a new quarterback. Maybe there's something here. Let's get it going. But if you just sit back and you sign what I don't even know who he is, the linebacker from the Lions that they picked up, who I've never even heard of, but I'm glad we're getting a linebacker from the
Right.
Detroit Lions. That's
That
a
was it.
solid
Listen,
pick.
as soon as
Like-
free agency starts, we got to
That's the-
dive in on this guy.
Yeah.
We got to get this
We
linebacker
can't
from
we
Detroit.
can't let him
Make sure nobody else grabs him.
Right. Let all those big names go. We've got to get this kid
Come on.
on a 1-year deal
Yeah,
because we're so convinced. I mean, it's just
that's
it
the
drives me
missing
crazy.
piece. That was the missing
That's-
piece.
But yeah,
So
I mean,
the
you're
Jags signed Philip Dorsett. I didn't even know he played in the NFL. Didn't somebody just write that too?
Yeah, somebody wrote it.
Yeah.
Didn't know he's still playing. Right.
I
Yeah.
didn't either. I didn't
No.
either.
No.
I like that. Wide receiver Philip Dorsett signing with the Jaguars per sources. Urban Meyer wants speed and gets it. That's what we're talking about with Philip Dorsett.
Oh,
Thank
boy.
God he's fast. What is this? Is this the Raiders? Is Al Davis down there draft or signing these guys?
Carlos
They
Hyde
also
to the Jags, too?
Carlos Hyde to the Jags. They also
That's a-
signed Rashawn Jenkins to a 4-year deal. I guess
Yeah.
Former safety from the Chargers.
Hmm.
So the Jags
Literally,
starting to make some moves.
And,
Yeah, but
and
nothing
the
exciting.
Meadowlands, nothing.
No,
Yeah,
I
No,
keep
this
looking
isn't-
down at my phone, refreshing, and nothing.
I'm doing
Nothing.
the
So-
same thing. Like,
so-
what is going on?
so Carlos, if you look at that Taysom Hill contract, it's a fake contract. He's never going to make a cent of that money. They kind of went over it how the cap hit lowers because of it, and it's basically every year the Saints can opt out of that contract. So it looks like a 4-year, $140 million. When I first read it, I was like, okay, hold on, there has to be something to this. And as I read about it and started hearing people talk about it, he's still making what he's making this year. It's like 12 million or whatever it is, which to me is way too much for Taysom Hill. But
Yeah, glorified.
it's like only a $8 or $9 million cap hit somehow because of this contract. So I still think they're going to keep Winston, to be quite honest. To me, I was hoping the Pats were going to go after Winston. I truly did. I said that before. Out of all the free agent quarterbacks, I'd love to see Winston. And quite honestly, now that we're starting to put a couple new wide receivers in, we got a tight end, we're getting some defensive help. I'd love to see Winston on the Pats now. I'd love to. I mean, the guy threw for 30 touchdowns a couple of years ago. I don't think it's going to happen again.
No
I think the Pats are going to make a move for a trade or maybe something else. I don't know. But there's no way the Patriots are done with just Cam Newton. I think
No.
Stidham's potentially gone. I think what's his face is gone. I mean, Alex, I agree it would be. Watson, honestly, Watson to anybody would be insane, but to the Saints, throwing a Michael Thomas, Kamara, and if not that they can keep Jared Cook, but that'd be a pretty damn good offense.
Yeah, but
My God,
they
it'd
have
be
to-
frightening.
They have to cut the rest of their team and just play with those
Yeah.
three.
They'd only have 11 players. They'd have to all play both ways. I don't think
Right.
you can do that these days.
Yeah,
so.
I don't want Deshaun Watson taking those kind of hits.
Yeah, I don't either. Except for him. They would need an extra guy.
No,
Call
that would be way
Rudy.
too tough. But yeah, that's why I think the Jets could offer less and get him for that reason, because their picks are going to be so much more valuable than what
Yeah,
other teams are
probably
going to
right.
give.
You're probably
And
right.
even if you threw a couple seconds in there instead of giving up both first next year, like maybe a 2022 and a 2023 second
yeah.
with
No,
two
you're right, you're right,
firsts
you're right.
and Darnold, because that number 2 pick is getting you a quarterback. You flip Darnold for a third, maybe a conditional second, depending on how he plays. Like
Mhm.
now you've got an extra pick out of that as well. Like, or you play,
Or
you
flip
let Darnold
that
play it
number
out.
2 pick. You flip that number 2,
Yeah. You go
roll
with
the
Darnold.
dice with Darnold, flip that number 2, and then get a boatload. I guarantee you could probably get 2 to 3 number ones just off that.
Yeah. So there's your extra ones that you're missing.
I mean, quite honestly, you could, and now you
Yeah.
got five or six number ones
Mhm.
for one quarterback.
Right.
You know what I mean? That would be insane. You know what? You want to rebuild your team and get your fans excited? trade him to the Jets, and then flip that number 2. Get 2 or 3 number 1s from the Jets. Shit, we'll even say 2 number 1s and a number 2 next year.
Yeah.
And then you flip that, you get 3 number 1s. I mean, you're talking 5 number 1s and a number 2.
Right.
Man.
And
I'll tell you what.
the thing on top of it is that team looks bad. Right now, it looks like a bad team. And it was a bad team last year. They only won 4 games last year. Now you put Darnold on that team that looks bad, and they could potentially end up naturally with the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yes. Just on their own.
On their own.
Yeah, so you're talking 6 draft picks in 2 years, including your own. Think about that. And if you draft right, man, in the next 3 years, we'll be talking about the Texans. Yeah. Deshaun who? Deshaun who?
Right. I mean, that's what it comes down to. So those 2 first-round draft picks and Sam, like I said, you let Sam lead you to the number 1 next year. There's your quarterback, and now you just replenish everywhere over the next couple of years. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge. I would love to see it.
And really, the interesting thing with the Giants is Eagles, Washington, Dallas, NFC East, nothing. Nobody else is doing it. I mean, yeah, they signed Dak, but I mean, as far as free agents, nobody's done anything.
Well, Cowboys signed linebacker Joe Thomas, a 1-year, $2 million deal.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah. Isn't he an old lineman?
Who knows? He's no. I'm saying no. So nobody's dove in yet.
Not that Joe Thomas.
Everybody's standing at the edge of the pool. No one's diving in. So
yeah, Ronald Darby going to the Broncos.
Yeah,
3-year, $30 million, $20 million guaranteed, basically.
So where are the Bengals at? Right, they need some help there.
Yeah, the fact that they didn't offer any offensive lineman anything yet, I figured the Bengals would have been we need to protect Joe and Sueni Puel, whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah, that guy.
Sewell.
Well, they're going to draft him.
Sewell.
They're going to draft him, so why pay Tooney $80 million? Plus, Tooney's going to set the market for the O-lineman, though.
You need 5 offensive linemen.
Right, but they got a rookie from a couple years ago that came back from what was it? I always get this wrong. But he was all out 2019, then he came back 2020. Let me pull up that depth chart real quick. Because they do need offensive line help. Don't get me wrong. But they got where is he? Was it Jonah Williams who was hurt? Hold on. He was like the number 2 pick. Let's see. He was drafted in 2019. Now he's the one that was hurt? Let's see. Yes, why Jonah Williams is a key to rebuild around Joe Burrow. So you figure you get 2 young linemen. They probably didn't want to pay Tooney the money. And now they'll start looking at kind of the second tier offensive lineman that they can probably get for, a whole lot less than $80 million.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd
be my guess.
There's still so many good players out there that I'm surprised are not. I mean, Trent Williams, Hunter Henry. I can't believe he didn't go somewhere already. You'd think somebody would have jumped on that. Bud Dupree.
I wonder what his asking is, though. I wonder what Henry's asking is.
Yeah.
If Smith got 12.2, Henry's going to want to be paid higher than him.
You would think so.
So now will anybody do it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's some big players that are still going to fall.
Oh yeah. Texans signed defensive tackle Vincent.
No, Zeitler signed with the Ravens.
Yeah. He was signed with the Ravens. He went down right away.
He was quick. He was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
Yep. So that gave us $12 million back in the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to store that one up for a while. So
Henry wants.
Man.
Oh, Alex, absolutely, because especially with Smith getting 12, he's going to want 13 now. He's going to want 13, right. And he'll probably get it from someone. He'll probably get it, I'm sure. I mean, he's a good tight end. But if you look at Henry's numbers, I mean, they're not that crazy better over Smith's here, or are they? Let's see. Let's just take a look at numbers, just pure numbers here. Where are we at here? Depth chart. Where are you? Why doesn't the offense come up? Their offense does not come up when I pull it up. So let's go to stats receiving. So he had, okay, I guess he did have a little bit. He had 60 receptions, 613 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So that was last year. Again, not earth-shattering. Career now. Let's look at career. Career, he's had, again, not earth-shattering at all. Very similar to Smith. He's had 60, 55, 45, and 36. He has 21 touchdowns total. He had 8 in his rookie year. 2 fumbles lost, 2,300 yards receiving. He's never had more than 652 yards receiving. So again, he's kind of absolutely, and I think he would probably want to stay in the Chargers, Alex, to be quite with the Chargers because of the quarterback there. But I mean, he hasn't had like Travis Kelce numbers either. Again, you're paying for potential, just like the past year with Smith. So. But his numbers aren't earth-shattering, you know. And I started looking at, I want to say he had the same amount of first down catches. He only had 4 touchdowns last year, and then he had 5 the year before. So he's had 9 in the last 2 years. And Rivers threw the ball a lot, so he wasn't throwing it a lot to him, you know. But again, the potential is what you're going to be paying for. So. All I know is I'm drinking a Hetty. Patriots have addressed most of their needs day one. I'm waiting for the big splash now. I'm waiting for the big trade for a quarterback or something like that, or to move up in the draft or something now. Because
something's coming because there's a lot of pieces being moved, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I want people to be like, I'm done. I'm done with the Patriots. Like,
you know who else doesn't like this is the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills have to not like this. I'm not saying we're as good as the Bills right now. I'm not saying that. But our defense got a lot better today. No, come on, Joe. I'm a realist. I predicted 7 wins last year. That's what we got. I'm a realist. But what I'm saying is, if we get the right quarterback in with this team to manage games, my brother Shanny called it. Jim, you're going to love this one. We're going to be playing New York Giants football back in the 80s and 90s is what we're going to be doing.
Little
smash mouth defense. We're going to run the ball. We get just enough firepower on offense to move the change. We get the tight end in place, Mark Bavaro. We got running backs. My favorite Giant running back is O.J. Anderson, man. I love that guy. That guy was a friggin' beast, man.
Yeah.
And then you got hard mouth guys at the linebacker position with Hightower and Juden now. Man, I put the right quarterback on that team. I'm telling you, just to manage it. Everybody forgets that when Brady first started, he was a game manager. He truly was. He wasn't killing you with yards. Nobody wanted Brady in fantasy the first 5 years of his football career because I don't think he threw for over 3,000 yards that time. You know what I mean? He just didn't. And that's where Bill's going. Is Cam the right guy? I was a big proponent of Cam. You guys know that. If somebody comes out, if Bill comes out and says, you know what, after Cam had COVID, he was still sick, he had fatigue, I'd almost be okay with that because that means what he looked like pre-COVID, which I liked, and I said it before, pre-Cam, he looked pretty damn good, especially against that Seattle game. He was friggin' ripping the ball with nobody. So you tell me pre-Cam, but man, if you're telling me this is the Cam that before the Jets game and everything else, man, I don't know. I'm going to be really worried if we don't get a quarterback. I'm going to trust Bill because he's spending a lot of money to put pieces around. This Cam is not the last quarterback Bill signing. Can't be. There's no way in hell.
Doesn't seem like it.
We shall see.
That's why the Bills should be shaking right now because Bill got something else up his sleeve. And I'm telling you, if he gets the right quarterback, look out, Buffalo. We're coming for you. Cockiness already. I'm already there.
There is no right quarterback that's available that's going to catch Baltimore, or that's going to allow you to catch Buffalo.
Available, you're correct.
Yeah.
I agree there's not one that's available, and I said it before. That's why unless there's a trade, or we move up, or Deshaun Watson ends up for our number ones for the next 10 years, I'd be fine with that, to be quite honest.
Yeah, we'll see. So so as I'm scrolling through Twitter to look for different news, come across something extremely sad. But Jets great Keyshawn Johnson just announced that his daughter had passed away, which is
what
insane. Because I don't know. Obviously, he's not that old, right? He's in between our ages, so to think of something like that is absolutely terrible. His firstborn doesn't say what happened, but just
that's terrible.
Incredibly sad, and feel bad for him. I can't even imagine. Not the news I was looking to see. I was hoping for positive Jets news, but extremely, extremely sad. Can't even imagine.
No.
But best of luck to him and his family, and hopefully they get through it. But yeah, so back talking about the Jets, they signed Jared Davis, that linebacker from the Detroit Lions. In the story, the Jets bring on Jared Davis as key piece in defensive scheme. It makes me want to cry more than as much as the Keyshawn Johnson news. Like how I don't even know who this guy is, and this is who we're bringing in. God, I mean, hopefully talent evaluators know more than I do, but I think I would have heard of the guy if you're bringing him in as the key piece, right? I mean, it's unbelievable how slow this is going, in compared to years past. It's just insane. So
Joe, just to remind you,
man,
we bet 100, and it's the Pats have more wins, and you get one win. So you're starting off the season with one win. How you feeling about that right now?
Well, I get the tie too, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Do you?
That's right.
I have no
push
idea.
was a win.
Yeah.
So you think the Pats are going to win 3 games? Is that what you think?
Yeah, maybe 4. We'll see.
Oh boy.
We'll see. Well, I mean, what changed so dramatically? Two mediocre wide receivers.
I like our D. I do. I like our D signing.
Yeah.
I like the kid from Philly. I do. I love our tight end play. And I love the fact that we have wide receivers that have played in the NFL and have caught footballs before. That's a big plus, because N'Keal Harry has to be gone. He is right now. He's done. He's going to be worm food for somebody.
You think they're cutting bait?
I think they're going to trade him for whatever they can get for him, to be quite honest. I mean, why would they keep him now? There's absolutely no reason to. And it sucks. It sucks because the guy is built. God, I mean, the guy is just a physical specimen. Who knows? Maybe he pressured himself into having to be the number one. I don't know. But the guy just can't get open.
I don't know.
That's the problem. Well, I mean, he gets no separation.
You know how I feel about him, being an ASU fan, alum, almost. I mean, I thought he was going to be absolutely phenomenal in the NFL, and he still might. It might just be the Patriots scheme that
it could be
that doesn't work for him. You know, it's just you just never know what it is with it. But yeah, I don't.
Well, you know how I feel about Alabama too, but I don't want to see any Alabama quarterback coming into New England, including Mac Jones. I still don't want to see that.
You don't think it's going to happen? He's climbing.
I don't want to.
He is climbing draft.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. He's like number 3 right now. He kind of jumped Fields. Fields is like 4th or 5th now, behind what's his face? Trey Johnson. Trey Lance. Thank you, Trey Johnson. What am I saying?
Yeah, Fields is dropping quick.
He is,
which is surprising because you know how I feel about Fields. I would still rather have him over Trey Lance or Mac Jones, without a doubt. I still think, and I've said it for way before all the experts did, that Zach Wilson, and I said he could be better than Trevor Lawrence back then, and now all of a sudden everybody's watching our show and getting on board with what I'm saying. But and I appreciate it. I just wish they would actually cite the show for their reference material, because I feel like they're making a lot of money off of what we do, and I don't appreciate it. So Chris Sims, if you're watching, drop a line at least. I mean, I'm not asking for much. Just a little, hey, Bean Apple, you guys are onto something. That's all I need. God, I mean, yeah, we're not a bunch of assholes. We're just had a couple guys having fun.
Little tip of the cap, right?
Right. Hey, thanks for the insight. Good looking out. Hey. But yeah, I think Justin Fields is too good of a talent to fall that far. I mean, there's a reason why he
all the way
was
down to New England.
Fall all the way to the 5th quarterback when he was.
Please.
Oh, that would be insane. I would not feel good about our bet at that point.
Well, you shouldn't anyways, Joe. You truly shouldn't. You shouldn't have felt good about it the second you agreed to it. I just pressured
you know what? Until
you.
there is a quarterback on New England that's not Cam Newton, I'm really not that worried because it's just Cam's not that good.
It's interesting because the bet was made with neither guy knowing who his quarterback is.
Right.
Both quarterbacks are kind of question marks right now. And you make the bet.
I'm still not worried about Cam.
I will give you this opportunity right now because we've been friends a long time.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Are you going to give me 2 games?
Well, yes, but there's going to be stipulations to it.
Oh, Lord.
I'm waiting for the memory on Facebook to come back where me and you were sitting there on New Year's Eve. Actually, it'll be next New Year's Eve, I believe, will be 10 years, right? Or was it this New Year's Eve? Yeah, next New Year's Eve will be 10 years, right? Because it was what? No, was it 2012?
It was 2012.
It was 2012, yeah. So it'll be this coming New Year's Eve. So we'll be 10 years when we were deployed. So, I mean, we go back, Joe. We go way back. We're buddies. Okay. We started out. I'll give you 2 games, but the bet will be $250.
Oh, jeez.
Wow,
that is confidence.
What is going on here? That heady topper's kicking in. That's what's happening. How much of that heady topper did you drink?
So let me tell you what. Look, Joe, don't answer it because we're coming close to the end. I want to carry this to the next show because I like to throw out a bet every now and then. Okay, I do. So you can see
that doesn't sound like John Benton-Borman to me.
Right. So $250, you get 2 picks. You get 2 wins already, and a push is the win. And a push is a win.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah.
Wow.
Come on.
Look, the Patriots are winning 10 games. We're going to make that bet too.
Oh my
you tell me
God.
when you want to make that bet. Okay, you want to do that right now too?
One
First
bet per game.
$250.
One bet per show. Finish your
Okay, Joe, since you're the one, I mean, Jim, since you're the one questioning this, it'll be you and I talking about the 10 wins next year.
All right.
And then we'll see what you want to do.
All right. Yeah, because I can't bet on the Jets. I can't bet. You finish your 250 with 2 wins with Joe.
Joe, 200. 200, 2 wins.
And we're finalizing this next week?
Sure,
no, right now. In 5 minutes.
Jim,
I thought we're dragging it on.
Let him think about it because the longer he thinks about it, the more chances I have of him accepting this bet.
So here's the thing. If we get off the show tonight and Kenny Golladay signs with the Jets,
fireworks happen. Yeah,
what are you going to do?
Hold on.
You still not worried?
How many? Look, the Jets aren't winning more than 5 games next year. They're not.
Oh,
they're not winning 5 games. The Patriots are going to have 10 wins. I could probably give you 4 games and still be okay. But I'm not quite that confident yet.
4 wins? But you should be.
4 wins? I may take
5 wins. The Jets are going to have 5 wins next year. Come on. How many wins are they going to have? Come on. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
What is my next bet? What is my next bet? The Patriots are going to have more wins than the Giants and Jets combined like last year? Should we do that too?
Oh.
That's the next show. All right.
You know what? Be careful. Because God forbid if the Patriots get a quarterback, you're going to see the arrogance and cockiness of the New England Patriots fans come back, and you're going to hate it.
I've been wondering where the
right. I haven't seen this version. I haven't seen this version of John. We've been doing the show a year. I haven't seen this guy yet.
No, the mass holes are back.
Alex, cheers to your natty light in the glass. And if you're the first one that's ever done it,
I don't think a natty light is ever important to a glass. Bravo, sir.
Good for you.
Bravo.
Alex, I have a feeling Gilmore's going to be part of a trade for a quarterback. That's just my guess. If I had to,
Yeah,
Cheers,
I don't
brother.
think so.
Well, well,
So,
or they keep
are we
him for
doing
$7 million.
Are we doing the unboxing today? Do you guys want to do that?
I thought it was baseball show we were doing that.
Well, I said I was going to do it on Monday.
Oh,
Last
if
Monday.
you said it, then you got to do
Say
it,
it,
I
man.
guess.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Are we doing the unboxing to end the show?
So,
Sure.
yeah, I got a little bit of time. I got a little bit of time. So,
It seems like the news is slowing down for the night,
yeah.
right? So I don't think we're going to have any breaking news. So let's bust the box out.
Break the box. Right? Is that it?
So-
Hashtag break the box. Look at this
Box-
thing.
Box breaking. Look at this bad boy. Let me get it up here so you guys. Oh, can you see it? Oh,
Yeah.
whew, that is.
So,
one
John,
heavy
it has to
jersey.
go up. This has to be better than the last reveal. You saw who the ball was,
Oh, it was
right?
bad.
Yeah.
It was a Red Sox
Yeah.
player. Oh,
Red Sox. So, what did are there any Red Sox in his box?
What was
I
it?
think
Mitch
it'd be- I think
Moreland,
it'd be-
right?
Well, it's
it was
yeah,
Mitch Moreland was the
Yeah,
ball.
Mitch Moreland.
So
Yeah.
so what?
So this is a jersey, and what else?
But when I a jersey, an autographed jersey, an autographed baseball, and a autographed photo, 8x10 or 11x16, one of the two.
I hope it's
but
Cam Newton.
we did no. This is
I know,
baseball.
I'm
That was
kidding.
really weird, really weird. One of a kind. The big concern is there's an Andrew Benintendi jersey in here. That's
Oh,
what we were worried
boy.
about. That's what we were talking
Yes,
about, Jim.
that's
Remember?
right.
But he said, so
So-
listen, when you open this thing, reach in and don't look. Don't
Yeah.
look in there so you know
Don't
before
look
we know.
in.
Yeah.
So we
Pull
can
it
see.
out.
Oh, you know what I need to do? Actually, you guys keep talking because I want to set a camera. I want to set my camera up. So I'm going to switch over to the webcam.
Oh my God, he picked that ball out. It was Mitch Moreland. Come on,
Like,
I would have guessed 400 names if I would have came up with Moreland.
Casey Royal
Uh,
legend, Andrew Benintendi.
There it is.
Man, Benny should be on the Sox right now. Pisses me off.
But
all
how
right,
is
let me-
Benintendi even qualified to be in this box? That was my argument. He's got Jeter, Mariano. This guy Benintendi. Oh, look at
All right.
this.
There we go. How's
Oh,
that?
boy.
Is that-
I
is that
like
look
it.
Watch
okay?
out. You got pants on?
Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah. Please do.
Sorry, I thought this was an interview.
All right,
Uh,
let's see what we got.
All right, let's break the box. So again, Hit Parade Baseball autograph triple play, box 2, 2021 Series 2. So like I said, we're hoping for that Derek Jeter autograph
Big
jersey.
Poppy. Maybe it's Big Poppy in there. What do you
But
think?
Oh, that'd be nice though.
Yeah.
You
I
can't
would-
dislike Poppy.
I
No.
wouldn't be upset about getting that jersey.
No.
That's for sure. All right, plastic coming
Pedro
off.
Martinez.
Man, I'm nervous. This is
We gotta wait. You gotta be able to see your face too, though. You gotta see the reaction. No?
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you can.
I don't know. I can't set two up at once. So
All
You
right.
should flip it the other way.
Yeah, turn the box. Well,
You should open
yeah,
it the
this
other
way
way.
we see it.
Yeah.
We see it. You know.
all right. So I'm just gonna reach in.
Here we go. What's first?
Let's feel for the photo first and work our way up. So here's the photo.
Here it comes.
All right. Let's I wish I had a way to cover it, but all right. Oh, this is nice. I think. No, maybe.
Who is
All
this?
right, here we go. First item up is
Is that a Red Sox? Go down a little bit.
sorry, it's none other than
BJ Surhoff.
can you see it?
No, who is
No, I can't.
All right, let me
I mean, it's obviously a left-handed hitter.
it? Yep.
so let me switch back. Get out of
There
the
we go.
frame
Let's
here.
see. This is a
Diamondbacks. Is that
There's a lot of
Diamondbacks?
reflection. Yep.
Who's that? Like Andy Van Slyke or somebody?
Oh, I'm getting so much reflection, but anyway, it is unfortunately not Paul Goldschmidt, but it is Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb.
So we're
Former
off to a great.
Yankee, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was
Uh,
a Yankee,
For a little
right?
bit.
I don't think
Yeah.
so. I think that's Greg Bird.
I think so.
Wrong animal.
No, no, I think no, I think Lamb was a Yankee too.
I don't know why I'm picking up so much reflection in here. Let me.
All right, what do we got? Ball.
Jake Lamb. Let's see. Teams.
I want to say he started out as a Yankee.
Well, he's
I
played
think
for
he's-
a lot of teams. No, he didn't.
Outfielder, first base, maybe. What was it?
He's third baseman for the
Third
Diamondbacks.
baseman first, drafted by the Pirates, and the Diamondbacks. Oh, I guess he just played for the Diamondbacks.
Wow, I thought maybe there's another Lamb. That's worse than Moreland.
All right.
Oh, Oakland.
Yeah.
Oakland.
So,
he played for Oakland last year.
Yeah. All right,
I
come
gotta-
on. Let's see.
I'm gonna
Ball
try and do
reveal.
it this way. So baseball.
That's worse than
Uh,
Moreland. Yeah.
I gotta. I gotta
I
I
not
thought we were
look.
going to go up. I thought we were going up from here. Come on.
I gotta not look at the logo
read the
yet. So
box.
let me flip
Don't read
that.
the box.
All right. So this is. I cannot figure it out. Let's see if you guys can make out. Gotta guess this one.
Oh, that's bright, bro.
I can't.
That's like
No,
all white.
Can't read it. Can't even see the ink.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Actually, come closer now.
There we
Yeah.
go.
All right, that's good there. It looks like Frank somebody. Frank Thomas. No. Javi
Any
Lopez.
ideas? Any
Javi
ideas?
Lopez.
I'm about to look.
Javi Baez.
Frank Sinatra.
He's a pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Cole
Roy
Hamels.
Halladay? Cole Hamels, yeah. Roy Halladay.
Cliff
Any idea?
Lee.
Mitch
He's
Williams.
No.
What year?
It might be presently.
Oh, I
President
don't know
of
them.
Phillies.
Um,
Don't know.
Don't know.
I only got a few minutes left. Nola. Who's that?
Who guessed that?
Nova? Ivan Nova?
Nope. Dina got it.
Who's
Aaron
Nola?
Nola.
nice.
Aaron
Wow.
Nola. Very good. Man.
Aaron Nola.
Aaron Nola.
Good
Is
for
he
you,
like a
Dana.
rookie?
No, he's been pitching for the Phillies for a few years.
All right.
Uh,
I only got a
yes.
couple minutes left here, so let's see
All
that
right.
jersey.
It is worse. That was worse than.
Man, I'll tell you what. We're going downhill fast.
Joe, stop
right.
buying this box.
I know, right? Oh, ho, ho.
Wait a minute. What do we got
Oh!
here? Is that
Oh!
pinstripe? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that Jeter? Don't even tell me that's Jeter.
Oh, yeah.
I saw pinstripes.
Yeah. And it all comes out in the end.
I saw pinstripes.
Oh, it's not pinstripes. It's better.
Not
than
Griffey Jr.
pinstripes. Not Griffey Jr. So let me just hold this up. You guys ready for this?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a reaction like
It's,
this.
I know. He's so
So,
happy.
so out of everything that I've had that's junk, this one's coming out aces. Boom.
Edgar.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
JD Martinez. All right.
Very nice.
Wow. Just got in the hole, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go. Woo. Man. What a that's a perfect box for me. Well, it could have been Griffey. That would have been
Yeah.
perfect, but
That would have been good.
it wasn't Derek Jeter.
No.
All right, now I got to buy another one.
Oh, my God.
That was fun. That was fun. I had an Edgar Martinez sitting in there for over a week.
Wow.
Man.
Who knew?
Wow. He's been in there all alone.
Just hanging out all by himself. You know.
So still nothing new from MetLife, and I'm gonna have to jump here, but unless we're wrapping it up.
So
There we go.
real quick, what's the chances Tampa repeats?
Well,
I mean, honestly,
Welmer said earlier, who we call said that they were going to go back to back, and it's hard to count against them, right? I mean, are they
How
not a
could you
favorite?
not?
They have to be. They have to be. I would say
Who
they're a
is-
favorite over Kansas City.
Who have they not brought back? Antonio Brown? Is that
Ooh, bean apple pint
Ooh.
glass. Wait a minute. You talk about merchant.
We got to get
You
some of
haven't
that.
thought about this.
that's actually a very good idea.
Nice.
Huh. I'm going to look into that, Dina. And if I can make that happen
right.
at a price that doesn't cost me my mortgage, then Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we'll look into doing that. That's a good idea.
Bucks go
No.
undefeated.
Bucks go
No,
undefeated.
I don't think so. I don't. They're going to be playing a pretty tough schedule. You're still going to play.
Yep.
Well, you're not playing Drew Brees anymore, but still. And I agree with Alex.
He always
better
has
than
a
the past
bad
chances.
game.
Yeah. I mean, it's so hard. I mean, there's a reason why it hasn't been done since the 70s.
Yeah,
That's
You
right.
know,
that one's going to be
There-
interesting.
there's a reason why it hasn't been done in over 30 years. So,
Yep.
Right. And things are not getting easier in
No.
There was a
NFL
reason.
world,
There was a
you know,
reason
so-
why the Pats didn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you think about that.
It's right there.
Tom Brady and Randy Moss couldn't do it. Like if
Nope.
that tells you anything, like there's no Randy Moss on Tampa right now.
Look, why
No,
are you guys
not that
bringing
I'm
me
aware.
down right now?
Because you
why
need
you-
to
You're
come back. to
flying too
reality.
high. You're flying too high. We're trying to help you.
Oh man.
Look, I'm in a great mood. I am in a friggin' great
Yep.
mood. They did, Dina. They
G-Man
said
said
no.
no.
Thank you. Why don't everybody else comment on that too, so I can feel worse? But you know what? The Patriots are winning free agency right now. Jets haven't
Yeah.
signed anybody except a fourth string linebacker to play their number 7 guy on special teams.
Man.
I mean that's
know.
not even the left side of the field, is it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 7. It's the right side of the field.
Yeah. But you know, on
They sure did. They sure did.
I mean, the Patriots won the day. I think without
No
a
doubt.
doubt, the Patriots
doubt.
won the opening round. The Dolphins, I don't think the Dolphins have done anything. I haven't seen a single name go to the Dolphins. I haven't seen the
No.
Bills go after
The
any.
Bills neither, right?
So
I-
and the
it's-
Jets signed one linebacker.
Well, the
So
Bills signed a lineman. I don't know if it was their lineman, but I know they signed a lineman.
They signed Milano. That was their own guy. They re-signed.
No,
yesterday.
there was another guy. There was another
Was it
guy
today?
today. Yeah.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull that up.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, listen, I'm out of time here. So
You're
well, I'm
battering it
looking
out.
up.
yeah. It's
All right.
blinking, flashing. Finn's waiting to make a big splash. I guess
And Alex, it was 03,
man.
04. They won back to back.
All right.
They won 01 and 03 and 04. Sorry.
All right, Jim. We'll catch you next
Yeah.
time.
so. All right, I'm jumping off.
Later,
All
Jim.
right.
Have a good one, brother.
Yep. You too.
Yeah, so I think it's without a doubt the Patriots' day. So enjoy that. I hope you can.
Oh, I mean, I am. It's hey, this is, you know what? They're addressing every need they have except for quarterback right now, which they
Yeah.
signed an insurance policy. So, I mean,
That's a
to do
big
that
deal.
it is, but to do that on day one, I'm happy. And so should every other Pats fans. Pats fans should be ecstatic because we've never seen Bill Belichick do this. Never
No.
seen him do this. Oh God, where did Corey Davis go? Oh, Corey Davis.
What?
Oh boy.
Wait a second. I'm bringing Alex in as our PR guy.
Hold on. Jets signed Corey Davis? Oh boy. This may be why,
Uh-oh.
Joe, we haven't seen
I
Kenny
don't
Galladay
really-
get signed. I don't know if I like
I don't really
paying-
like it, but
no, I don't know if I would either.
I don't like Corey
But
Davis.
let's see. I'm not a Corey Davis fan, but
Yeah, 3 years, 37 million, 27 guaranteed for the Jets. Ooh.
3 years, 37, 20. Well, Joe, timeout though. Remember, we have to overpay. Our teams
I
have to
know.
overpay. So
I know.
now, Joe, seriously, what does this say? I mean, that's 12 million. It's the same as Aguilar. So same type of receiver, same receiver. That's what they're going to have to pay. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're very similar, similar numbers. They're not number ones, but you know what? You guys get Jamison Crowder. He's not a bad receiver. And then you got what's his face, Mims.
Right.
Is that his name?
Right. Yeah.
The rookie. So I mean,
Yep.
that's not a bad supplement. Is Jameis Crowder a number one? Teetering. I think teetering
Oh,
with a good quarterback.
I would say he's a number one slot guy.
No one slot guy, yes.
I mean, he's great slot guy. And I mean, Davis, I'm looking up his numbers real quick because I haven't paid much attention to Tennessee, but 65, 984 yards, 5 touchdowns. That's not bad.
No, he's not bad.
Last year, 600 yards the year before, and basically 900. He was a first round draft pick, so it's not like
Yes.
it's not like he doesn't have the pedigree or anything like that. But I was thinking Corey Davis was going to go more after the initial pieces fell.
Well, I'm shocked that these guys are being signed before Golladay. So actually, Joe, what this is saying is Golladay, Juju, and probably Samuel, the asking price is way too high. Way too high.
Yeah.
I mean, think about what they're asking for. So they're probably actually hurting themselves right now by these guys signing for $12 million.
Right.
Because teams with money, now the Jets have money, the Pats have money. So chances are we're not signing another wide receiver. I mean, I hate to say that, but we're not. So now you take two, Jacksonville, maybe?
Right. You're limiting your options in a depressed market. So
yes.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
Alex, I agree, brother. I agree. It's $20 million, man. It's $20 million.
At least. And somebody's going to pay it for Golladay, I bet. I don't think Juju will get 20 mil. I think he's probably more about 18.
Quite honestly, if I'm Jacksonville, I'm drafting the most prolific passer since Peyton Manning coming out of college. I'd probably pay that.
I would.
Why not? Because you know what? Give him somebody to throw to, because they already have decent receivers there already. You know, they showed last year with a hodgepodge of wide receivers, that rookie that they drafted.
Right. Yeah, I mean, DJ Chalk is pretty good.
Yeah, he sure is.
I mean, nice number 2. You pair him up with Golladay and you got James Robinson in the backfield. Yeah. I mean, you got something brewing there.
You must have like a Julio Ridley type field out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be the worst. And like we said, you're going to have to overpay. And yeah, Alex, that's a good point. I mean, $9 million a year for somebody who almost put up 1,000 yards.
Right.
Not the worst. Former first round draft pick, so he's not like I said. So yeah, that's not bad. And I'm just glad to see something. Of course, it must have been Jim leaving, is what I'm guessing that the Jets were waiting for. So we should have actually kicked him off the show a while ago if that was the case. But no, that's a good signing, and I think that's making you a little bit nervous now. Right?
It takes a whole village to win. Tom Brady and my Buccaneers taking less to stay together. Wow, I'll tell you what, they sure are, aren't they?
Yeah, they definitely are. So, all right. I mean, that I guess that's a good way to wrap this show up, since it's
Jets
getting kind of late.
Jets finally make a move. It's about time. Yep. But all right.
Patriots personnel. So the Patriots personnel at the position: Julian Edelman, Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, Jacoby Myers, N'Keal Harry, Gunnar Olszewski, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Marquise Lee, Devin Smith, Christian Wilkerson, and Isaiah Zuber. So N'Keal Harry, your first round draft pick, is now your number 5 receiver.
Oh, at least. I think he's honestly, it's Nelson Aguilar, probably Bourne. I mean, they get Jacoby Myers ahead of him, but I don't see it. But I don't know. Belichick likes Myers. I'd say 3, 4. I'd say Harry's probably behind Bird. I bet you he's behind Bird.
Bird's gone. Well, unless they resign him. He's free.
Unless they resign him, yeah. But I mean, I have a feeling the Patriots will end up bringing him back.
You think so? After Aguilar and Bourne with Edelman in the slot, like that's going to be your 2 outside guys.
Yeah, but I mean, how many people are gonna pay for Bird? I mean, he had 47 receptions last year. You know what I mean? He had 600 and plus yards with a touchdown. So
if you bring him back, then you're right. I think Harry's got to go.
Right.
Because what's the point? I mean, you might as well get something.
Right. You just get anything out of him. White, Michelle, and I think Burkhead is a free agent, Alex. So yeah, I still see White and Sony playing. Sony's still on his rookie contract, so he'll be there.
I thought James White was too.
White should
isn't James White a
No, I don't think so. Let me see. I don't think he's a free agent.
I could have swore.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's a free agent. He's number 79 in the top 100.
Oh, he is. Yeah, my bad. My bad.
So
Well,
he's
I
gone.
mean,
So yeah, running
Don't forget
back now.
Damian Harris. Don't forget Damian Harris. I'll take
Yeah.
Damian Harris any day of the week.
Now you got to bank on him staying healthy.
Yeah. Him and Sony. Him and Sony Michelle. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see James White stay. I think he's a huge part of that offense. But if White isn't there, I mean, look who we've gone through. Kevin Falk. We've gone through what's his face that went to the Giants. What was his name? God. Help me out, Joe. I'm drawing a brain fuck. God, what the hell's his name? Come on.
I can't.
Lewis.
Dion Lewis.
Dion Lewis, thank you, who went there and died. So we've always had a good pass catcher coming out. Sony's not that guy. I don't think Damian Harris is that guy either. So, I mean, if Burkhead can come back healthy, but I would love to see them re-sign White. I just don't.
Yeah.
I just
Burkhead's
don't know.
Burkhead's gonna be tough with that. I mean, that knee exploded.
It did, yeah. I mean,
that's
in
not
some
ideal
trouble
for a
there.
running back. Yeah.
No.
So-
Who knows? Maybe someone else. Where's Leonard Fournette going to go? Not that he's coming to New England, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's going to have to be able to sign with Tampa.
No, they're gonna have to. He's gonna want to get paid, I think.
Yeah.
Especially
I don't
the way
blame him.
his career's been going.
Yeah, I don't blame him one bit.
Yeah, get your money. Get your
Yeah.
money because you don't know. I mean, Jacksonville cut you loose. You won a Super Bowl. You had a great Super Bowl game
Yeah.
too. He played out of his mind. What do you have?
yeah.
126 yards and 2 touchdowns or something like that.
Yeah.
So you've got to capitalize. It might be
Right.
your last contract, especially as a running back. So
Yeah. I mean, you never know.
we'll see.
You never
I don't know where he'll go. Interesting that Aaron Jones went back to
Who? I didn't see that one.
Green Bay. I didn't think that was going to happen
Oh,
at all. So that a lot of last minute moves to lock people up, but
yeah.
that was probably the most surprising out of everything that had taken place was that move. But now
It was
Jamal
huge.
Williams is gone, so it's going to be him and AJ Dillon. But I'm surprised they didn't just give the reins to AJ Dillon and
Same here.
just go with that, and maybe just maybe get a wide receiver for
When did they
for
sign
Aaron
a wide
Rodgers.
receiver? My God.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, could you imagine if they took that, what was it, like 84 million and gave it to Corey Davis?
Yeah.
Well, that would have been a much better way to spend your money, I think. But not
Yeah,
take
that's
anything away from
crazy.
Aaron Jones. He's a really good running back, but
Yeah.
I think
I think they would have been fine with Dillon and
Yeah.
and even re-signing Williams. Why not? Maybe you could
Yeah.
or go after
Yeah.
like an Adrian Peterson or somebody. Just a veteran placeholder
Yeah.
that you can sign
Carlos
for
Hyde.
1 or 2 million. Yeah, Carlos Hyde. Why not?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
to help the young guy along.
Frank Gore.
No way.
Gotta
He's the Jets starting running back next year.
Yeah, God, don't do that to me. So, anyway. All right. Yeah, we better wrap it up. It's coming up 5 o'clock. So 8 o'clock for you. So as much as I think the signings are about done, but
I'm sure we'll wake up. I mean, you still got some time. It's 8 o'clock. I'll be up for a little while. I'll be curious to see what's going on. But I can't wait to see where Galladay goes. What, Miami,
Yeah.
Jacksonville, or what team's going to show up and be like, this is our guy. It
yeah,
has to be somebody. If it's not one of the teams with money. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate the feedback with you.
thanks for all the scoops, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. We need to
running the
sign you as our beat reporter.
Right.
But you just
Running
have to
on-
work for
running on-
free because we don't make any money. So as long as you don't mind working for free, I appreciate
Right. This show just costs
Um,
us money. So
it. Yeah. But no, where does if it's not the Patriots who had money, it's not the Jets who had money because I don't see them going after him now. The Jags, okay, they can pay, but the Jags are quiet too. I mean, they're not breaking
Yeah.
the bank on anybody, so
Nope.
they must have a different route they're going. So if it's not
They're doing
them
something.
three, who's cleared up money lately? What team has cleared
Yeah.
up money?
I don't know who. I don't. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. There's some talk. Like I'm also interested. Where's Trent Williams going to go?
So it's funny.
I mean,
They talked about him going to Kansas City earlier in the day. Kansas City was looking at that at him. Can you imagine if they signed him and Tooney?
No.
Jesus.
No,
No.
I cannot.
They'll never get near Mahomes ever again.
No. Nope. But that's interesting. But looking at the top 100 on our rival site, they've actually have Corey Davis as the number 2 wide receiver behind Kenny Golladay rankings at number 11. I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on,
Yeah.
I guess,
But
who's
yeah,
ranking him.
Trent, Hunter Henry, those are going to be interesting to see where they go. Bud Dupree, because I'm going to be shocked if the Jets don't come out with an edge rusher. I really am. They need an edge guy, and they've got to be going after an edge guy now. Is my thoughts. An edge guy and an offensive lineman. They have got to get somebody to plug into the offensive line. So maybe Bud Dupree or Trey Hendrickson from New Orleans, one of those guys. I don't know. Maybe you bring in a Mitchell Schwartz or Trey Turner from the Chargers. Pretty good.
What about the guy
there,
from? What about the guy from the Bengals?
Offensive lineman?
No, defense. Let me take a look here. Lawson, Carl Lawson. That wouldn't be a bad signing either.
Is he still available?
I thought he was. I don't think anybody signed him.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean. Oh yeah, there he is, Carl.
Yeah. I mean, not bad.
Yeah, I mean he's down there a little bit, but yeah, I mean, you get him for a good price.
Right. That's what I mean. If they're not looking, to obviously break the bank, put a couple guys in.
Right. I mean, I'm hoping. I would like to see Trey Hendrickson be the guy because he came on, and I think he's one of those guys that a lot of people are kind of skeptical about because he had 13 and a half sacks in his first season as a starter. So you look at those type of numbers and you're like, all right, is that real or is it fake? But I think it's one of those things where he could, he's 26, so he's at a good age. He put up some good numbers. You put him in there with Quinnen Williams. That's a nice defensive line there. That's going to cause some problems. So we'll see. But I think we'll see an edge rusher go to the Jets. I think we'll see an offensive lineman, guard, tackle, something. But they've got to fill a couple more, strengthen a couple more holes there. So, and then we'll reevaluate how confident you are about this bet. But
Joe, you can sign Kenny Golladay, and I'm still confident about that bet.
Ooh, man, Kenny Golladay, Corey Davis, Mims,
the Jets.
Crowder.
So remember how you were talking late last year? The Jets have no defense. Never mind the offense part. They couldn't tackle anybody. They couldn't stop anybody. They haven't done anything yet to change the dynamic of that defense. They did keep May. They franchised May, which was great. I mean, they had to. Think about it. Safety's at $10 million. It's no big deal. So it's like, why not franchise the guy? But,
right. Made all the sense in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll continue this Thursday, though. We'll get rolling.
We will. It's going to be very interesting to update the rest of this. And, and obviously if one of our teams makes a big signing, we could always do an impromptu. So keep an eye out. We could jump on here, talk about any type of big moves that come. So make sure your alerts are set, that little bell. So if we jump on to talk about something big, definitely love you guys jumping on with us and taking part, letting us know what you guys think, being interactive. That's what the best part of this show is for me, at least, is talking to you guys and getting your ideas and inputs and having some good water cooler chat, if you will. So, but yeah, definitely we'll wrap it up and we'll be back Thursday. We'll talk baseball, maybe some updates in between there. We'll see, but definitely got to get caught up on the baseball front as well. So until then, you got any closeouts? Anything you want to drop?
Thank you, Bill. Thank you. And Bill, we trust.
God, makes me sick. All right, guys. Thank you for joining the show and have a great week. And we'll see you on Thursday.